In today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through how to use Lovable and how to build web applications and websites using Lovable. For those of you who don't know what Lovable is, it's basically a website and web application builder that just allows you to use natural language and build a website. It's very simple and it's insanely useful for businesses who need to update their website, create a web page, create a blog, create a landing page, create anything online. It's super simple and it's very good and it's quick. It's also insanely cheap because compared to a developer who you would have to pay a couple $1,000s to even build you a website, and you don't even know if you're going to like it. You got to go back and forth for months or weeks, if not months. And then you might get a website that you can't even change because you don't know how to code. So I'm going to walk you guys through how to use Lovable and how insanely fast it is. So the other day I tested Lovable out to see how it would work, and I gave it this big prompt right here. I wanted it to create a website for my business, which is an AI automation / integration business. Stella means star in Latin, so I wanted it to have something to do with stars in the background. And then I wanted a work with us page and an about us page, saying a bit of our story and what we do. And this is the first web page that it spit out, which for how little I gave it, it's quite impressive. Obviously these buttons work as well. It takes you to work with us and learn more, which is great. Like, I just didn't like how fast the background was moving. I thought it was quite distracting, and I also forgot to add my website. So then it was very simple. I just gave it another little prompt with my website, and then it spit this back. And then here's my logo that it threw in there. But now I didn't like how little stars you saw, and then I didn't like how the shooting stars were just little flashes of yellow. So I gave it another little prompt to change something, make it a little bit more modern. I thought it was quite plain and boring. And then get rid of the yellow stars. I thought it was just distracting as well. And just make the stars in the background more realistic. And then this is what it spit out after that. You could see that it improved the fonts a little bit, but the shooting stars were still shooting everywhere, and I really didn't like that. The work with us page got a bit more knowledge on and just more information on explaining what AI automation is and why it matters. And then let's build your future on how to reach out and contact us. And then I said, and something like this convincing the reader the importance of using AIs and AI curious, AI native. Here I threw in a couple example websites. One of them was Morningside AI, which if you guys don't know who Liam Otley is, he's the one who basically is guiding me through all this. I watch all his videos and I learned so much from him, and he's obviously one of the goats of the space. So I don't want to invent the wheel. I'm just going to do what already works, and his website is quite it's quite modern and it's quite sleek. So I put that in there, and then this is what it spit out. And once again, I still didn't like the stars, so I gave it a picture of stars, and it really didn't understand how to implement that. Like don't get me wrong, it looks a little bit more real, but I just thought it was pretty boring. But the shooting stars were better, and if you look really closely, these stars are moving very slowly. But then we're just going to fast forward. We just went back and forth for like maybe 15-20 minutes. It really was not long. I gave it a couple more websites to build this website in reference to, just to give it a little bit more reference, make it easier for it. Then I'm going to jump to the end here, and you're going to see the final product. So as you can see here, the stars in the background are a little bit more subtle. They look very realistic, and they move. As you can see, they're moving around, and then the odd shooting star comes by, and it's not distracting. It just looks very cool, and it's very interactive. As you can see, you move your mouse around, and everything works. What we do, I added this page: AI voice agents, AI automations, custom AI solutions, AI strategy consulting, websites and landing pages, AI integrations, and chat agents. And then the work with us page, I kind of got rid of that yellow, if you can't tell, and the bright blue. I just thought it was too much. It was too bright. And then just a couple stats, right? 85% productivity increase, $2.9 trillion market value by 2030, 60% cost reduction. Just some facts to inform the reader and also convince them a little bit on why AI is the next thing. Stop wondering, start winning with AI. And then just a little bit about what it is, how it works, and then why AI automation matters now, dramatic improvements in operational efficiency and accuracy, reduces costs through intelligent process optimizations, enhanced customer experience through 24/7 AI-powered support, freed up teams to focus on strategic high-value work. This is one of the biggest ones, obviously, right? Free up your team from doing the most repetitive emailing to responding to emails, sending invoices, just the small repetitive things that are easily replaced by AI agent, and then data-driven insights that drive better business decisions. And then once again, that contact page, you want to make it easy for them to contact you. You don't want to make it difficult. So right there, work with us, scroll down, it's right there. And then the About Us page, about Stella AI, our story. Stella, Latin for star, represents our guiding principles to be the guiding light for businesses navigating the vast universe of artificial intelligence and automations. So like that, it's so cool, it's so quick. Like I said, this probably took me 20 minutes, and the only thing that I was really struggling with was the stars in the background, because it is quite difficult to get stars in the background that aren't distracting, but that are visible and that are interactive. But it's cool, it's quick, and like it's honestly just as good as a developer, if not better, because you were in charge of it, right? Like you're in charge of the art aspect of it. You're basically a developer. You can customize anything that you want. You can literally do anything. It is endless. But going to the start where I started to here, it wasn't a huge improvement. It was just an aesthetic thing. But it's so fast, and it's so important, I think, for every business to update their website to be more modern, to add more contact pages. You can add references. You can even add a store on this if you sell anything. You can add a shopping page. It's endless, and I think it's insanely important. And if this is something that you or your business needs, feel free to reach out. My email's in the description below, and contact us if this is something that you're interested in.